everyone, Crafts with Crashley here. I hope you enjoyed those couple of pictures from the retreat. I know some of you are probably sick of hearing about it, so I'm not going to talk about it a ton in this WIP and chat. I haven't done a WIP and chat in a while, and I have a few things I do want to talk about, so it's not going to be all retreat. However, I will have more pictures at the end of this video from the retreat, just a couple I picked out of my favorite moments and, you know. So, yeah, I'm really missing them a lot. Yeah, we're not going to talk about it. Zip it. Okay, anyway, I might talk about it for a minute, but it won't be this whole WIP and chat. So, I have a lot of updates I want to give you all. So we're going to talk about some things coming up, like there's a DPAthon coming up. I want to give you some updates on my life. It's just going to be kind of going with the flow. You guys know how WIP and chats work with me, you know. But anyway, if you're new here, I am Crashley. My channel's Crafts with Crashley. Welcome. And if you're brand new, hit that subscribe button. And if you have some fun, hit the thumbs up, or if not, thumbs down is fine too. Whatever just tickles your fancy. So WIP and chat, for those who don't know, is basically where I work on this beautiful diamond painting, which I'll go over in just a second, and just kind of chat, give you updates. It's just fun to listen to while you work on your diamond painting or cross stitch or whatever it is that you're working on. Try to keep them entertaining and update you about the happenings, and you know. So this diamond painting that I'm working on is absolutely just blowing my mind, okay? Like, when I say that, just look at these vibrant colors. Like, oh my gosh. I'll put a picture in here, a better picture of my progress. But this is what, let me show you. This is what the image is. So the company's Diamond Art Club, the picture's called Off to the Ball, and it's Hannah Lynn. It's pretty massive, 70 by 88 square drill. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, it's pretty huge. I took this on the retreat. Nana kitted up for me like the first night because I was trying and I kept getting distracted. So yeah, we all kind of station hopped. So a lot of people at the retreat worked on this, and you know, I got it home. I got it to fit on my desk because it's massive. And I'm seriously enjoying the heck out of it. I might dip my hands into sparklers for the first time because I seriously feel like out of all the diamond paintings I've ever done, this one is the most sparklers worthy, in my opinion anyway. So yes, that's what I'm working on. It'll probably be done sometime next year. It's so big. But yeah, so that's one thing. So I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. I would love to hear what you are working on. And also, if you have gotten this diamond painting, I want to know if you finished it or how you liked it, because man, this may be one of my favorite ones I've ever worked on. And I think it's partially because of like the color contrasting. And you know, Diamond Art Club has that nice smooth poured glue. I can just move these drills around all I want, and it's just awesome. I don't know how to explain it. It's just sweet. I'll zoom you in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. Let's see, where to even begin. So we got back from the retreat on Sunday, and I had off work on Monday, but man, it's been much harder than I would have anticipated to get back into the groove of things, you know. I knew all of the people, you know, that were there already, but since the retreat, I think we all can agree that we share a very special bond now. I don't know what it is or what happened, but I really, really miss them. And I know I'm not the only one that got like super emotional since we've left each other, but yeah, I just love all of them so much, and I really miss them. It was so much fun. And I know we already did the thank you live to Marissa and Tammy on Tuesday. But just again, real quick, thank you guys so much for putting the retreat together. It was like a life-changing experience. And you know, like I just told Billy earlier when we were talking, yeah, we all talk like every single day now. But one thing I will never do is blow smoke up anyone's butt. Always give my honest opinions. So yeah, it really was life-changing, and like I hope that you know that, and I hope you know how much we all like really, really appreciate you doing this for us and organizing. I know it's a lot of work, but for those of you who didn't get to go, there is for sure going to be another retreat next year. I think they were talking about like around the same time of year, like, you know, fallish time. I don't know. But we were not too sure where. I think they were talking about doing it like either in Michigan or Ohio or something. Yeah, we're not too sure of the details, but so Marissa, who organized this one, her name on YouTube is the Crafty Heifer, and I'll have her channel linked in the description. But if you're not subscribed to her, I would hop on over there now and subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because she will have all of the updates for the next retreat. As soon as everything's ironed out, you know, and ready to go, she will have an updated video, or she'll do a live. She goes live on Wednesdays to let everyone know, because, you know, everyone that went to this retreat, of course, is already pumped about the next one. But I really hope for those of you who couldn't make it this year, get a chance to come next year. All I can say is, though, since we've been talking about it so much and everyone now sees how much crazy fun we had, I'm thinking next year's going to be in pretty high demand. And what I mean by that is, you know, just like with any retreat, there's only so many spots for people to go. So that's why I'm putting a little sense of urgency for you to go subscribe to the Crafty Heifer and turn on that notification bell so you get notified, you know, when she posts a new video or goes live. That way you don't miss your shot, because you're not gonna throw away your shot. Oh gosh, Hamilton reference. Can't get through a WIP and chat without that. Okay, so like I said, at the end of this WIP and chat, I'll pick out a couple more pictures from the retreat and do kind of like a little slideshow of just a couple more pictures and stuff. But yeah, I hope you go subscribe to her and get a chance to go on the next one if you want to. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to. Some people aren't about that social crowd life, but there were a few of those at the retreat too, and they ended up having fun. Oh my gosh, Lizzie was so funny. Oh, she hardly said a word, and then when we were all leaving, she was like, "Sayonara, mother F." I'm like, what did she? Oh gosh, it was just fun. So yeah, another thing that Marissa does is she organizes the DPAthons that we have in the crafting, you know, diamond painting YouTube community. And what the DPAthons are is basically a lot of us, you know, YouTube creators that go live. There'll be like a weekend where we go live back to back to back. There's a set schedule and everything. If you haven't been to one, there should be a playlist out there, like the DPAthons. Yeah, check it out. So there's a bunch of creators that just go live back to back to back for like 2 days straight. It's so much fun. We usually have a theme or, I don't know, some kind of challenge. The last DPAthon, a bunch of us did the Get Up challenge, which if you've never heard of that, it's, oops, I missed a drill. It's a song by Blanco Brown, and it's called the Get Up. And yeah, it's just a goofy dance. If you haven't seen that, you need to go check it out. I know Rebecca did it, Pippa did it, and her daughter even got in there. Oh my god, it was so cute. So yeah, we have the fall one coming up. It is, oh, I wrote the dates down. Oh, it's gonna be November 7th and 8th. So that's, you know, right around the corner. Now, if you are a YouTube creator and you would like to participate in the DPAthon, as in, you know, go live, get a scheduled, you know, slot, then you need to reach out to Marissa on Facebook, or you can email her or message her on Instagram. I'll have those links in the descriptions below. The only like qualifications that you have to meet as a creator to be in the DPAthon, it is first come, first serve. So do it now if you're interested, but you must be able to know how to go live on YouTube, meaning you need to have experience going live. We didn't have that in one of the DPAthons, you know, be a requirement, and it was rough, y'all. Like, one of us had to be up all night long to help, like, with, oh, I don't know, like non-tech savvy. They don't, I mean, some people just don't know how to do it. So if you are interested and you haven't gone live yet, go live a few times and get familiar with it first, and then maybe contact Marissa. But you do need to have experience and a general knowledge on how to go live. You know, it's not that hard, but the DPAthons are, it's an event that people look forward to, you know, and a little bit of technical difficulties is fine. Everyone's so understanding. But when you have like 5 people in a row that that have technical difficulties for like a half an hour apiece, it kind of puts this big old gap in the DPAthon. And the whole point is, you know, a continuous live between, you know, creators. So that's the only reason why that's a requirement. So the length of the lives are still to be determined. So she usually bases that on, you know, how many sign up and whatnot. So yeah, if you're interested and you're a creator, definitely check that out. Message Marissa if you have the experience and you want to. If you just like coming to the DPAthons and having fun with us, we usually have a nice crowd throughout the whole thing. But yeah, that's going to be on, oh, what was it again? November 7th and 8th. And I think we said, yeah, the theme is like thankfulness. And I don't know if we're doing a challenge yet. We talked about doing the Macarena dance. I don't know. We're still kind of brainstorming. We're also brainstorming like cool names for it. Like last year, the fall one was in October. And what would we call it? Yeah, we called it Spooks and Sparkles or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, if you have a good like thankful name idea for this thon, you let us know. So I'm still brainstorming. I send Marissa my random ideas when they strike me throughout the day. So, but she knows if she gets a message from me and it's just like a random name or something, she knows what I'm talking about. Oh God, I love her. So yeah, the Sparkle Tube, the DPAthon is coming up. That's going to be freaking epic. It always is. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you are a newer creator and you are interested in starting, you know, to start doing scheduled lives, like, you know, where you go a certain day every week at a certain time, you know, like I always go live on Tuesdays. I call it Tutorial Tuesday. I do some kind of tutorial. I also do an uncensored crafter party late Friday nights, which is just like anything goes kind of live. It's pretty funny, but it can get raunchy, you know. It's not for kids' ears by any means. Anyways, that's on Fridays for me. And then on Sundays, I have Sunday Social, where usually I have a guest on my show. And yeah, I interview them, ask them questions, and, you know, I help promote newer channels, or if there's like an event or, you know, somebody selling something, I'll promote them, but all sorts of different people. So if you're interested in having a scheduled live like that, our good community friend and my original mentor, Pippa, she's another YouTube creator. She has put together and has updated the YouTube live schedule. So that's going to be in the description too if you're interested. And it just has it's like a calendar, and it has a list of all the creators and their typical scheduled live stream times at the, during the week. So if you want to get your own slot, and you can go live whenever you want, you're not gonna, it's gonna be fine, but if you want a slot where nobody else is live, check out that calendar. Or again, if you are not a creator and you just like coming to all the lives and you don't know what you're missing yet, you can check it out too if you want to. But yeah, it's just a schedule of the people that go live regularly and what times and everything. So yeah, that will also be in the description. I told you this is kind of like a what's what kind of whip and chat, but I'm gonna get into like my personal life happenings in just a little bit. I just wanted to make sure I updated you. Like I said, I haven't done a whip and chat in a while, you guys. So there's a couple things, I try to like take notes and make sure I tell you everything I want to tell you, because every single time I do a whip and chat, when I'm done recording, I'll be like, oh man, I forgot to tell them about this and this and this. So yeah, okay. So that's the live schedule if you're interested in that. So another little spreadsheet that someone else is doing, her name's Hollow Queen on YouTube. Hollow Queen has put together a spreadsheet for different collaborations. So the collaborations are like events that happen within the diamond painting community. Like there's a couple, like Get Your TSA On, or like they're doing the Working on Halloween one, Rebecca and Jen. So like, yeah, and there's usually giveaways and, just different collabs. There's usually a lot going on. So Hollow Queen made this spreadsheet too of like the different collaborations and events within our, diamond painting crafting community, which this community is one of a kind if you're brand new. I'm just saying. Once you get to know us, you'll love us and never leave, and we'll be so happy about it. So yeah, if I can find a link to that spreadsheet too, I will link that in this description as well. That's gonna be helpful, like, whether or not you're a creator, I think. So another thing that our wonderful organizer, Marissa, does is she has a Saturday morning, I think she calls it like crafter chit chat. What does she call it? Like morning crafters meet, I think is what she calls it. But it's a Zoom meeting where like quite a few of us go on there. It's a Zoom meeting. It's at 10 a.m. Central, and it's just chit chatting, yeah, to other crafters. And the pandemic has affected, I think, all of us differently. But I mean, I will tell you firsthand that Zoom meeting has helped me a lot. It's like you have your social life back. So if you just want some company, just want to jibber jabber with other crafters, message Marissa McCarthy or email her. Again, she's the Crafty Heifer on YouTube. I'll have it linked. Let her know that you're interested in doing the Zoom, and she'll email you the Zoom invite link. And yeah, I try to go there every Saturday, but I don't know. I try not to sleep in, you guys. But what can I say? I wake up at 6 a.m. every morning to get the kids on the bus. So Saturdays and Sundays, I tend to sleep. And everyone at the retreat caught a glimpse of zombie Crashley. I told y'all, she's real. She exists. I just need like an hour or so after I wake up. That's it. Anything that happens, or, what I say or look like or what I do, if that happens, up to an hour after I wake up, I cannot be held accountable, for judgment or anything I say that's crappy, or, yeah, the way I look or the crust in my eyes. Just saying. So speaking of collabs, Jennifer and I, which she is DP Addiction Adventures on YouTube, we had an upcoming collab for Willowing. Sorry, yeah, I changed the view on you a little bit because I'm going to go in these oranges here. We had a collab coming up, Willowing. which is from this new company that Jennifer discovered, which is the Diamond Painting Factory. Now, we did have to postpone this collaboration because the images we got, they were kind of cut off, you know, in a way we weren't expecting. Which, you know, of course we know, I'm making a huge mess right now. Of course we notified the company, and they are making it right and sending us different canvases. It basically had the bottom cut off. You know, long story short, they are sending us new canvases. So we are just postponing that for now. I think we were going to start in November. I'm not sure if we're going to get them by then though. So it may be postponed, but we will definitely keep you all updated. But that's going to be loads of fun. Like we have extra fun giveaways and all sorts of different things prepared and ready to have fun with. So these images though are so pretty. If you haven't checked out the Diamond Painting Factory yet and, you know, seen the Willowing artwork, I'll have that link in the description as well. I know, lots of links, right? But yeah, and Jen has a discount code too that I'll leave there. But yeah, for that collab, you can pick any of the Willowing artworks. There's quite a few. We're doing one, you know, with the fox. So yeah, we're just waiting on our canvases that has the right rendering. But like I said, don't judge the company. The way they owned up to it was pretty impressive. Like we showed them what we received, and like I said, it was kind of cut off at the bottom, and they're like, oh my gosh, let me fix this right away. And they sure did. They were like, yeah, they express shipped, but it is international. So like I said, there's no telling when we'll actually get those updated canvases. Now, if you already did purchase the same one that we're doing with the fox and the girl in the mushroom and stuff, if you go ahead and open that, which I totally would, see if the bottom of your canvas is also cut off. It like only had the fox's head on it. If yours is like that as well, I would encourage you to contact the Diamond Painting Factory right away so they can get the correct rendering out to you. Like I said, we showed them pictures of what we received, and they were very quick to correct the issue. But, you know, I don't want you guys to, you know, not open it and not notice once the collab has already, you know, started. I want everyone to come do it with us, you know. So yeah, I would definitely suggest checking on that. So yeah, that's postponed. We will keep you updated. That's mine and Jennifer, or DP Addiction Adventures collab. I think that's really all the shop talk I had, like the community talk and whatnot. So I'm just going to dive into what's been happening in my life. This may not be too long of a whip and chat, I don't know. Kerwin right now is at his mom's. He is putting in a new floor for her. So Nora just so happened to want to go with him because she loves Grandma's house, you know. She didn't want to last time. He went there yesterday too. But this time she wanted to go. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to totally record a video. It's been forever for a whip and shot. So I'm not too sure when they're coming home, but you know, I'm just trying to take advantage of the alone time, because for those who don't know, I do have a full-time regular job. I am in customer service for telecommunications, CenturyLink. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but it's like an internet and home phone, TV provider. And I actually just changed roles to a chat representative. So yeah, if you ever need to chat CenturyLink, you might get me. But yeah, it's fun. I love being a chat representative because I can like listen to music, and you know, you guys have one guess to say what I listen to all day while I'm, you know, chatting with my customers. 10 points, whoever puts in the comment what you think I'm listening to while I'm chatting at work and, you know, working and stuff. What do you think I'm going to listen to? 10 golden Crashley stars if you guess correctly what I listen to most often. I bet you most of you will know, but anyway, so that's what I do. So for those that are new to the channel, I also have 3 children. Excuse me. I have a son and a daughter who I birthed, and I have a stepson. So my son's name is Zachary. He just turned 9 in September, and he's in, what is he, in 3rd grade? Yeah, he's in 3rd grade now. Oh my God. And then I have Nora, and she's my firecracker kid. Oh my God. So she's 5. My stepson's name is Maddox. He is 13, and he's in, I think, 8th grade now, 7th or 8th. I think, yeah, it's 8th grade. But yeah, he's my little buddy. But so I'll tell you, when I had Zach, I never really had any huge like behavioral issues. You know, he was very easily self-entertained. Like, you know, he'd go get a freaking toy truck and come up with this crazy magical land inside of his head and just, you know, have the time of his life. You know, of course, I'd sit down and join in with him every once in a while. But he was just always so good and kind-hearted. And, you know, I'm not saying Nora's not, but yeah, she's not. I'm just kidding. She's not all the time like Zach was. So Nora may be going through some sort of phase. She's just, oh gosh. So she's 5 years old. She turned 5 in April. And she still has a lot of issues just listening in general, doing what she's supposed to do, you know, following basic principle, right from wrong rules, such as hitting is bad. If you spill something, clean it up. If your mom asks you to go take a bath, go take a dang bath and don't go hide in your room, you know? So she's just really acting out lately. And, you know, at first she just started school, you know, last couple months. She's in kindergarten now. At first, when she started school, she was perfect. I mean, the teachers had no complaints. So some of you may have heard me explain this before, but like kindergartners, and I think 1st grade, I'm not sure how far it goes, but there's this color system where each kindergartner, you know, in Nora's class, starts out on the color green. And if they're extra good, they get to clip up. They'll, you know, move up to blue, and then, I don't know what's after blue. Oh, purple, and then wildcat paw is like the best you can get. You know, but if you do something bad, or you don't listen or follow directions or whatever, then you clip down. So like everyone starts on green. If you're bad, you clip down to orange. And if you're bad again, you clip down to red. If you're bad again, your principal, you know, has to contact your parents or whatever. So when Nora first started kindergarten, she was getting, you know, greens, blues, and purples, you know, doing great. So it wasn't, but this last month, I don't know what the hell switched in her, but she came home with like, gosh, oranges and reds for like the last few days, except for today, she got green, and the teachers typically write in their little color chart that they send home. They write, you know, if they're on a bad color, what they did to, you know, clip down. And Nora's is almost always, like one of them is almost always, she's hiding from the teachers. Now I'm just thinking, you're really gonna clip my kid down for hiding? What's she doing? Playing peekaboo? Like, how bad could it be? Like, that's ridiculous. No, this kid at recess, you know, when recess is over, the teacher, you know, blows the whistle, and you gotta go line up or sit down crisscross applesauce or whatever the hell that is. Nora goes and hides in the slide. And, you know, I'm thinking, you know, these teachers should probably start taking roll for recess. But there's been a couple times Nora was left on the playground because she was hiding from the teacher. And I'm not laughing because I'm condoning it, or, you know, please don't think that. It's very serious, because if she keeps this crap, but like, what if she gets on the wrong bus? You know, so I do take that very seriously. It's just sometimes when you tell stories about your kid, you kind of have to laugh at it. I don't know. Keeps my sanity, I guess. This one's going over on the tape and driving me crazy. Hold on. There we go. So, yeah, and there's other things too. Like I think it was yesterday or the day before, in music class, she wouldn't sing whatever stupid song they were singing. And so she got clipped down for, you know, not participating. And I asked her, well, why didn't you just sing like you were supposed to? And she said, because music is boring. And I'm like, what? Seriously? You have to do it anyway. You know, so like we're talking to her and stuff. But like the worst part is sometimes when she's on orange or red, the paper will explain, you know, generically or briefly what happened, like not listening or being disrespectful. So when Nora gets home and I see that, I'll ask her, what did you do? What happened? Like what did you do that was disrespectful, or, you know, why didn't you participate? And what really gets me is when she says, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know. And so I have to like get it through her head that she needs to be able to recognize when she does bad or when she has to clip down, because she has to know what not to do again. You know, she has to be able to learn from her mistakes, but we're working on that. But I think the most troubling news, you know, other than her behavior, is on her little midterm report, which for kindergarten, it's not like they sit down and take a test. They have like what's called sight words, like words like the and at, or, you know, just short little words. They have to be able to look at this word and just know what it is. Basically memorization, in my opinion. So during, you know, Nora's little midterm thingamajig or little quarterly testing, I don't know what they call it, but they kind of quiz them on all the sight words that they learned. Like each week they get like new sight words. They do all these worksheets and practice them, and, you know, all the things. And letter sounds is another thing. They always have a different letter of the week, or a couple letters of the week where they, you know, T makes T, you know, A makes A. They say A apple A, B ball B. I only know these because I've been working with her. But so during parent-teacher conferences, her teacher said that, you know, Nora knows her numbers. Like, she can count, she can add and subtract already, you know, no concerns with numbers. But with the sight words, it's like she knows them, but she doesn't want to do the quizzing. She doesn't want to sit still and identify the sight word. So like the teacher will pull out the card and, you know, it'll be the word A. You know, come on, you know what an A is, kid. You know, it's also a word. It's a letter and a word. But and Nora will answer and say 6, or like a number that doesn't even make sense. But you know, it's hard to accuse her of just not trying, because when I ask her, she says she doesn't know. But anyway, on her little midterm, or this last evaluation, I don't know if it's midterm because it seems soon for midterm, but it was like, you know, a progress report. They tested her on sight words and a few letter sounds that they've covered so far this year. And that's it. And some number crap, but I don't know if it was like identifying or counting, but she did perfect on the numbers, or the math, or whatever you want to call it. But on the sight words and letter sounds, she only got 1 right, and there was like 20. And again, I don't know. She says that she simply didn't know, but I know she knows more than that, because like I'll randomly say, what sound does a T make? She says T. You know, she knows her letter sounds. I guess she's just not trying, or just legit doesn't want to do it. So the progress report just, yeah, it wasn't good. So during parent-teacher conference, we went over that, and her teacher expressed to me that with, you know, Nora's maturity level and like, you know, how she behaves. Oh, and another thing, she keeps peeing in her pants at school. She says, I just couldn't hold it, or I didn't feel it coming out, which they give her extra potty breaks just for her. And I don't know if she's actually like not going, or she could have some sort of medical issue. That's why I'm trying not to be too cruel about that either. Because I don't know, we just got to get her into the doctor, I guess, about that. But she does it at home too when she's playing a game. She'll just sit there and pee and then just sit in it. You know, like, I know if you can't control it coming out, that's one thing, but I know you feel it after the fact. You're just gonna sit there in it, and then I'll ask her what happened. She's like, I'm playing a game. You're gonna pee your pants just to play a game. Oh my god, this child is going to be the death of me. But anyway, her teacher said with her maturity level and, you know, her progress with what they're learning, she's thinking Nora may have to be a repeat kindergarten. Now she did say, you know, of course that can't be determined for sure right now. You know, that those kinds of decisions get made like in March of next year. So she says it's most definitely not impossible for Nora to turn it around, you know, and I don't know, do better, you know, act right. I don't think they can hold her back for being bad, but it's all grouped together, you know, like if you lack respect for school and, you know, teachers, then the learning is going to follow, I think, you know. So we're just really practicing with her and everything to where, you know, hopefully the sight words and the letter sounds are just kind of second nature. But yeah, I'm determined to help her get through kindergarten, and I just don't know what happened, because at first she loved school. She looked forward to going every day. She was like always the first kid getting up, and she still is like the first kid getting up. It's just like when she gets there though, she wants to do what she wants to do and nothing else. She wants to play with the toys and not clean them up. It's like she doesn't want to handle the responsibility aspect. And I know that is a lot of maturity level, but I'm just honestly kind of scared to, like, I don't know. Oops, that flicked. To punish her for, I don't know. Okay, so if she doesn't want to clean things up at school and she doesn't want to listen or, you know, sit still, that makes me like immediately think, okay, well, maybe we need more time at night to actually make her sit down and I'll read her a book, or make her do more chores around the house to teach her more responsibility. I'm worried that if we do all of those things at once to her, she's not going to enjoy school anymore. It's going to be a negative thing for her. And my gosh, I really don't want that. I mean, I honestly feel, just from experience, I know that I suffer from ADD, and it's serious. I know I get hyper and I get crazy, you know. That's the fun part of ADD. But when it comes to having to sit down and concentrate on one thing, it's a challenge. Like it's a constant battle in your brain. You know, you need to focus on this one thing, but you have 5 things on your mind. Or like you read a page in a book, and right when you're done reading, you have no idea what you just read. Like, what was that? End up having to reread it like 3 times because you got other things in your, I don't know. It's all over the place all the time. So I've already, like my mom said, maybe she has it too. Or my mom also threw in maybe she's autistic, because it's just so bizarre, the behavior. And, you know, at home she's not bad. I don't know what happens at school. It's weird. She can be bad at home, don't get me wrong, but like she only has positive things to say about school. So I don't know, maybe the teachers are all hard asses, you know, but she still needs to respect them regardless. You know, the whole not participating because you don't think it's fun that's just not acceptable. It's not how life works, you know. But to be honest, like when I got diagnosed with ADD when I was, I think, 11, and being a kid and being put on ADD medications, completely changes your personality. And I mean, I remember my teachers saying I was a different kid, and you know, again, that has its ups and its downs, because I don't seem like me anymore on my meds, but I'm also a little bit calmer and I can sit still. But Nora's only 5 years old, you guys, so I don't even know if they can diagnose 5-year-olds with ADD and put them on medication, but I do know for a fact I don't want that to happen to Nora. I would take her being the craziest wild child ever, you know, this crazy whirlwind of disaster. I would take that over changing a damn thing about her, if that makes sense. Like, I do want to help her improve her attitude and her, you know, outlook on, you know, subordination or whatever, but I don't want her to turn into the zombie that I turned into when I first, so young on the controlled substance. I just can't handle that thought. You know, as a parent, it's my job to teach her how to be a civilized citizen, you know, but at the same time, I don't want to alter who she is as a person, but she still needs to learn right from wrong. So with that whole spiel being said, I would love to know if any of you have gone through the same thing with your children, or I don't know, did they have trouble in kindergarten or have to be held back? Or I really do, I don't want her to get held back. She's made so many friends, and God, that would just break my heart if she had to watch her friends move on and she didn't. But you know, at the same time, if she simply wasn't ready for kindergarten, then maybe it's what's best for her. But I'm not a quitter. I'm not going to not try. You know, I think that we could buckle down, and if we can get her to, you know, start being serious about school, I think that we could turn it around. I really do. I'm not worried about her, you know, not knowing the sight words. I just think she needs like an attitude adjustment about school, and you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, it's not an option. And that's what I'm worried about. I think she thinks of the school and, you know, assignments and activities at school as an option, and it's just not. It's not. I don't know. But yeah, if you have any ideas, please let me know. So that's the Nora drama. But yeah, I've been struggling with that for a while, and we found out about the parent-teacher conferences. I think that was like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, in other news, some of you probably heard me a while ago tell you that my refrigerator went down, right? It was on Maddox's birthday. It's been since August. Oh my God. We went on vacation. We just went out of town for Maddox's birthday. Went to some big arcade thing in a town that was like 2 hours away. And we came home and the whole house just reeked. And we're like, what the hell? We had just spent like hundreds of dollars at the grocery store too. But yeah, our refrigerator broke. It just wasn't cold at all. All the meats we had in there, completely ruined. So we live in a tiny town, and apparently there was only like one refrigerator repair dude that worked any close to us at all. So we called this guy, you know, back in August, like the day after we found out. But he didn't return our calls. We left him like 3 messages. And I think Kerwin actually got a hold of him once, and he just didn't show up. Well, Kerwin got a hold. We've just been using like this, what do they call it? Like a dorm room fridge, just a smaller fridge. It's slightly bigger than a mini fridge. Still, that's rough with 5 people. We've been living like that since August. But anyway, I guess another dude started working there, and Kerwin just thought, oh, it's a long shot. Let me just try to call him again, because we're sick of living. This refrigerator's so tiny, and it doesn't have a freezer. It has this, it does, but it's like this tiny little pocket compartment. Like you could fit maybe like a 3-pack of chicken breasts in there, and that's it. It's just awful. We're used to buying like meat from Sam's, like in bulk. You know, we go grocery shopping once every 2 weeks, and then we're good for 5 people. We can't we haven't been able to buy frozen meats, and it's been rough. I've gained a few pounds because of it too. So anyway, the refrigerator guy, he gets a hold of him. He finally came out today, this afternoon, while I was at work. Kerwin stayed home to be with him, but he looked at the refrigerator and he gave us awful news. He said that it's some internal tool, and apparently we have like the Lexus of refrigerators because it takes a specialist to work on them. And I don't know, he said you have to call the refrigerators manufacturer or whatever because of the internal part it needs. There were a lot of technical terms, y'all. I don't remember what they were, but so Kerwin called the manufacturer or whatever, and they said, yeah, we can have a guy come out and look at it, but you're gonna have to pay $100 for the guy to come look at it. And of course Kerwin was like, well, you know, if they come out and look at it and they fix it, I'm happy to pay the $100. And they're like, oh, no, we don't know if we can fix it yet, but you still have to pay the $100 for us to send a guy out to look to see if we can. And Kerwin's like, oh, hell no, I'm not gonna pay you $100 either way. I'll pay it if your dude, you know, fixes something. You know, Kerwin, he's just like, I'm paying that money for nothing. But I'm like, well, I mean, you usually have a repair guy come out, you gotta pay something typically. Not $100 just to like troubleshoot. I mean, I don't know. So yeah, we basically came to the conclusion we do have to get a new refrigerator. I really liked this one, and it sounds so like, I don't know, materialistic, but it had the two doors for the refrigerator part that just opened up, and then the freezer was a big drawer. Oh God, I just loved it so much. I just don't even remember what life was like with the door refrigerator and the tiny little door freezer. I guess I got spoiled. But, you know, we'll do it, of course. Well, you know, because a refrigerator like that is like thousands of dollars. We got it cheap at an auction. It was like once in a lifetime kind of find. I think we paid like $600 for it. It was a steal. And I just loved it. Oh no, that one was a gift from Kerwin's dad. That's right. That was the other thing that we paid $600. Yeah. So that was actually for free from his dad. But yeah, I guess it's an older brand, or it's a rare brand, and the drama. But like I said, we'll do what we gotta do. I wish we had the couple of $1,000s for one of them smart refrigerators. Those things are crazy. It has like a camera on the inside of it. Have you ever seen those? Like I think it's called like a Samsung smart refrigerator Kerwin was showing me. It's got like a camera on the inside. You pull up your phone and you can actually see inside of your refrigerator, like when you're going grocery shopping, and it sends you alerts when certain foods or something gets low, like, you know, your milk gets below a certain weight. It'll say, hey, time to get milk. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but also pretty cool. But yeah, of course it's like $3,000, and we're like, I don't know about that. But lucky for us, my uncle is an auctioneer, and he owns a bunch of rental properties. That's, you know, where Kerwin works. He works like the auction work, cleaning out buildings and things like that. And, you know, but since my uncle has all these rental properties, you know, things like appliances, like refrigerators, washers, and dryers, he's always got them in his auction house. You know, so we're lucky in that aspect. Like, we will probably result in getting one of those from him until we can save to get the one we want. But they probably should have been doing that the whole time. I guess we were just kind of holding out hope that we can get our beloved gigantic fridge fixed, because I just love it. I don't know, again, it sounds like I'm, you know, first world problem. But yeah, that's the refrigerator story. So hopefully we just get one of the standard ones very soon, because this whole eating out thing and only fitting the tiny couple things in the freezer is really starting to get to me. It's a bit annoying, okay? I miss my Kirby's cooking. Yes, Crashley does not cook. Although I did make spaghetti the other day. See, like for the hamburger, for that though, we had to buy it and cook it then and there because it wouldn't fit in the tiny freezer compartment. Oh God. But yeah, it's gonna look up. I think I feel better now that I know, at least, you know. Just I just wanted to know if it was a possibility to fix, and if it's not, then just tell me so I can, you know, start mourning my refrigerator. I don't know. That was probably like the most boring story ever, huh? but it's something that happened to me and is very oddly important to me. I don't know why. We all have our things, you know? Like, one of my friends has this fancy pantsy like washer, like a clothes washer. And she just loves this thing and makes this pretty little tune. It sends her phone notifications, and it's like her baby. And I guess my kind of thing was my refrigerator. I don't know. It seems ridiculous, but the standard refrigerators, they get the job done, right? Right. Okay, what else did I have on here? Oh, so another development, probably the last one I'll tell you about in this WIP and chat particular, because I think we're already getting up there in the length of it. So I don't talk a lot about, you know, health stuff, because to be honest, it makes me feel very awkward when other people do like a ton. Like, only if it's constantly like, I got this pain and I can't do this because my hip has chicken pox. I mean, I don't know, but I don't talk about that a lot. However, I recently did get diagnosed with hypothyroidism and it really freaked me out. I mean, the only medical concern I really have is, I mean, I have epilepsy. I haven't had a seizure in years though. So like, I'm doing okay. You know, I don't even take medication for it anymore because it's been a year. But anyway, at my last doctor's appointment, I take Adderall for my ADD. But so I have to take a physical every year since it's a controlled substance. And the doctor said, well, no, I mentioned my weight. I gained like 30 pounds in 2 months. And so I mentioned that to the doctor, and he was like, you know, when we do your blood work, we'll check your thyroid. And, you know, he diagnosed me with hypothyroidism. And now I have to take this little tiny white pill every morning on an empty stomach, 30 minutes to an hour before I eat food. But he says that it's going to help me lose weight. You know, taking the pill won't, you know, make you lose weight, but it will make it actually possible for me to lose weight, which is freaking awesome, because I was working out and dieting. I was like, I'm not moving. Like, I'm still gaining, and I'm eating salad. I even tried juicing at one point, you know, where you take a bunch of vegetables like, you know, kale and spinach and stuff, and put it in a juicer and just drink that. You don't even eat. I've tried that, still gained weight. And I'm like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, I feel a little bit better now that I know there's, let me move you over real quick, that there is an actual reason for it. But I will say, since I started this medication, I have no idea what it's called, so don't even ask. I don't know. Once I started it, I feel like I have, you know, more energy. I'm not so blah. Because, like, that was another thing. I took on a lot of stuff. Like, I have Etsy, YouTube, and, you know, work, 3 kids. But not complaining. I'm just saying. There's a lot of nights where I would feel super bogged. Like, I have so many things that I need to do and that I want to do. You know, like, I don't feel like me making YouTube videos is a chore. I want to do it. Like, if I only did this because I thought I had to, I just wouldn't do it. I don't do those things, okay? But I like doing it, and there were just some nights where it just seemed like the worst thing ever. You know, not anything personal to anyone or YouTube or my subscribers. I love you. But just no will to get up and do anything. I'm just tired. But there's no way, like, I'm actually tired, because, like, I had my 8 hours of sleep. I'm eating fine. I just no drive. And that's just it's very unlike me. And, you know, it did start happening a couple months ago, and I'm just like, not only do I not have time for this, but it was kind of just, you know, getting me down. But I haven't really felt that way since I started this medication. So I am very thankful about that. But yeah, also, if you have any experience with hypothyroidism, I know Rebecca does. That's, you know, crafting journey. She made sure I took my pills every morning at the retreat. I love her. But I know that she has it, and, you know, has talked to me about that too. But I'd like to know your experience too, so let me know in the comments below. I love, I don't know, not comparing lives, that wasn't the right thing to say. You know, like relating. I want to know your experience too. Again, I don't like doing the whole health thing where I spend hours talking about my ailments because it's just awkward. Like, what do you say? So this isn't one of those things. I'm genuinely curious, you know, anyone's experience with this kind of thing. And, you know, any ideas now how I lose all this freaking weight? I don't know about that keto thing. You have to keep in mind, I don't have a gallbladder, so the whole fatty meats thing doesn't go well with my non-gallbladderosity. Yep, that was a word I just made up. So yeah, that's everything, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed and got some progress done on whatever project you're working on. I'll try to record these WIP and chats more often. Sorry, I kind of like fell off the radar, but I am feeling back to myself now that I'm on this medication. So I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. But yeah, that's it for this one. I will see you all in the next video. Please give it a thumbs up on your way out and check out those links in the description. So yeah, until next time, bye everyone.